Chubstep.
Creating the oil of Goldman.
Steed.
Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Ask Mark. He used to be in my Dangerous Nights crew.
Dangerous Nights crew? We went out for wings once. Took me to a place called Blue Dolphin
Blue
Wings.
Dolphin burned down. It's gone now. John Arani's ass out. Works with his brother now.
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
Well, I can't say that they know my brother. What a tie.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show has started.
Welcome, Chubettes, Chubbers, Heavy Chubbers, Soft Chubbers, and Long Chubbers. Let me turn my air conditioner off.
Any
and
chubbers?
Now we started.
Hey,
no, we started already. So Trevor's
I can see
here.
your breeze already, buddy. I can see.
Nobody can hear that.
Breeze. Yeah,
it's
That's
a cabana bar. It's a cabana bar.
And we're here
for those.
Yeah, you go. You introduce him, Steve.
I don't want to introduce him. I want to talk about my lack of Savage sunglasses. I went to a party and I got a little drunk and I left them there, but they will return. So they are coming.
Okay.
And we have two-time episode guest.
I counted.
No way.
What's your guess?
Two-time episode guest. Whatever, Trevor.
Did you look it up, Trevor? Do you know how many times?
No, I did look it up. What are your guesses? You got 2 times, Steed. Jay,
I'm gonna guess 7. My real guess is 7.
I'm guessing 9.
13th time on the show.
Wow, is that
that? There's no way. There's no way.
And I was shocked, dude. I was gonna guess like 7 or 8 too.
I haven't even been on that many times.
So, Trevor, is that including the episode you and me recorded that didn't ever get released because it
was so bad?
No, it was because the technology didn't record it. Like, it was an error. The computer crashed.
Yeah, the computer error.
Right. We don't do bad content. No, I didn't include that one. So this is all listed episodes that have me in there.
Wow.
And it doesn't count the 4th of July parade where I was sitting in the back seat while you guys recorded.
That's a good point. You technically
very yeah.
Yep.
That's fair. 13. All right.
Yeah, so it's been a while, boys. Congrats on 400 episodes.
Thank you.
Kind of a big deal. It was
we won an Oscar for that one.
Was it presented in the hot dog joint that you recorded from?
No, on stage in Los Angeles.
Oh, nice. Love to see it.
Mary J. Blige gave it to us, and it was a good evening.
Okay, that's fair. Love to hear.
Trevor, I like your outfit. It looks very professional.
This is what I do all my work meetings in too. Same attire. This is how I get deals done.
Well, how long is it until like professional attire just becomes shirtless? Because like, think about it. However many years ago, everybody was wearing suits. So basically, no matter what job you did.
Yeah, you had to wear a suit.
Yeah, I mean, I work fully remote, and half of our meetings are hoodies. So
yeah. What's I'm saying. So like, I may say, the 30 years from now, people just get more and more casual. You're just going to be shirtless meetings. So
it's true.
You got to cover the nips. You got to at least cover the nips.
You wear tassels.
I mean, I got my camera high enough, but I could easily just.
Oh, now we have to blur it. Now we got unmonetized.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
All right, well, thank you for coming on, Trev. Because we don't have you on that often. Last time you were on was in November.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something you wanted to get to first and foremost? Just before we.
I never have a long list for this show, so we can sprinkle in some here, sprinkle in some there.
Perfect.
But I wanted to start off with Steed. I texted Jay last week, and I got a bruise on the base of my toenail, and it finally grew out, like at the very bottom of the toenail, and it finally grew to the top to where I finally clipped it off. How long do you think it took for that bruise to go from the base of my toenail to the very top?
How long do nails grow?
Yeah, a big toe. It's the big toenail.
How long
big toenail, the strongest toenail. I'm gonna say 5 days.
5 days? Come on.
How often do you clip your toenails, dude?
Twice a week.
Do you really? I'm like twice a month.
No, you don't. Twice
No,
a week.
dude.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
What do
I
you
keep
actually
them.
think, Steve?
I
It's
keep
not
them
5 days.
trimmed.
I
6
cannot
days.
accentuate how far off you are.
A week. I don't know. I figured if you had trauma underneath. Let me look at. I got
No,
a
no,
finger
no, no, no,
history.
don't look it up. Don't look it up.
No, I'm looking. I got
Oh.
I cut into my fingernail
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. The viewers love to see that.
I'm flipping it off, but there's a small cut on my fingernail. It went into the skin. That was last week. It's already moved up a quarter of the way to the top.
So 7 days. Let's just say toenails grow slower
7,
than
14,
fingernails.
21. I'm going to guess 21 days.
Okay. So Jay already knows, so I'm not going to ask him. I cut it off last week. The bruise happened in February of 2022.
Oh, you got some weak toenails.
So it was what? 15 months for my toenail to grow out that
you
bruise.
got some weak toenails.
Basically, from the start of the toenail to the end of the toenail.
And I thought that was weird.
Toenail length.
So I Googled it, and the average toenail takes 18 months to grow fully out.
Whoa.
Which is beyond my wildest dreams. I would have expected like 2 months.
That's
Isn't that obscene? Look it
I
up.
don't know about that.
Look it up.
I'm looking at my toenails to tell the time of 2 years ago now.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I'm just like, where were you 2 years ago, buddy?
It's like-
You were right there.
Yeah, it's like reading the rings on a tree.
Yeah, my toenails have more memories than I can remember.
I'm gonna carve something into my toenail.
You
Let me go
should.
get a knife.
I was
I'm
shocked.
gonna go get a knife, and then I'm
Do
gonna
it.
carve something in there, and then I'll see when it comes out. I'll see if you're lying.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Good. Thank you.
But I was so
yeah.
blown away by that.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah.
I would not, never would have guessed that, because it's like you think you do cut definitely your toenails less,
Yeah.
but like you think nails kind of grow. I would think like 2 months maybe before it grew out.
I'm trying to think, and I think I cut my fingernails probably once every 3 weeks, and toenails once every maybe month and a half. I mean, I don't cut them that frequently, and they don't get super long.
So he's got a knife. Yep.
I'm doing the right one. Man,
This
I'm
is
not
great
flexible
pod.
What are you
as
gonna
I used
carve?
to be.
This is
I don't know.
great
Maybe I'll carve like
pod.
a C for Chubstep.
Okay. Oh god.
Can
I
you
look
do
like
a
I'm at
heart?
the beach right now.
Dude, just cut a heart and put all 3 of our initials.
I've
in
never
there.
carved a toe before, so this is. I don't know how close I'm gonna.
I don't know why you're doing this.
This sounds bad. So you're using a knife and cutting the top of your toenail.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'm
how deep do
engraving
you
the
go?
letter C.
Okay, because
I'm gonna see how deep I
you
can
go too
here.
deep, you're gonna really hurt yourself.
No, well, apparently it's gonna only take 18 months to heal.
You're right. So yeah,
You'll be a new man.
Yeah, we just had our first stab.
You botched it.
I botched it a little.
Are you cutting your toenails with a steak knife?
I suppose you have a problem with that too. Oh, botched toe. I botched that one. Oh, that's a botched job. That's bleeding. I need some trash to plug up the cut.
Looking a little ugly. You guys continue. I'll
Yeah. Okay.
let you know.
I don't know. I really wish I could see it. But yeah, I mean,
take a picture of it. Steve, after you do it, take a picture of it.
I don't want to have to clean my feet and
Well, yeah, mine was like a blood bruise too. So it like bled under. God, it was gross, man.
Too gross.
Anyways.
Too gross. Enough feet talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that
All right.
last week.
Yeah, we talked a lot about feet last week.
Speaking of gross things,
Yes,
with me being new to the South and a Southerner,
that's right.
and Confederate flags all over my apartment now.
Of course. Of course.
You're dealing with a lot of incest down there,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Hard to
Yep.
find a girlfriend.
I don't have any family down here. I saw for the first time in my life. Now the count is up to 3 different cockroaches. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
nasty.
Get ready for way more.
And it's
Yeah.
not like I'm uncleanly or
No.
uncleanly.
You're
unclean?
uncleanly. You're pretty uncleanly.
I shower regularly and I clean my place. Anyways, though, it's not the like indoor kind, the small kind that gets in your food and stuff. It's these outdoor kind. And I guess they're referred to as palmetto bugs here.
bugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're massive.
Yes.
They're like the size of a big toe, as long as we're talking about toes.
Yes. So have you seen them in your place, or where you?
Yes, 3 times in my place, and they are huge and they're fast as hell, dude. They really move.
Yeah. So I would say no matter what place you have there, Trevor, it seems like every place has them. and it doesn't get talked about enough. I think you're right about that. For people
I'm a
who don't
victim.
know the area, I've been to South Carolina quite a few times, and like I was one time in like the 8th floor of a nice apartment building, and I saw one there, like got up to the 8th floor somehow. I've been one time we stayed at Hilton Head, and like this was a high-end house in Hilton Head, and they were spraying while we were there, they were like spraying for the cockroaches, and I still saw 4 or 5 of them, in different spots. Like they are just everywhere.
Oh, you can't kill them. You can't kill them.
I think it's partly due because I am on the top floor. I'm in the penthouse of my apartment.
Yes.
And
so they get up there and they got nowhere else to go.
I think I'm connected to the attic, which is why. So I think they come down from the attic into my HVAC system.
I think they just are going to come from wherever, but they're scary. Yeah. They're massive.
They are huge. And like I said, they're quick. Big. So I have a spray can of Raid with lavender scent, which I guess lavender scares them away. So, dude, they writhe in pain on direct contact. So I've gotten real sadistic with killing these things. And I've used it on wasps. I've used it on spiders.
Why don't you catch them and then you can make them fight?
I did try catching one, and the thing jumped at me as soon as I got it out from underneath the bowl. So I don't mess with that anymore. Yeah. And another time where I was sitting on the turlet, as people do, and I look across from me on the wall, maybe 2 feet away.
Oh no!
No! It's not a cockroach. 2 feet away from me on the wall is this brown spider. I was like, oh, it's spiders. Okay. No big deal. So I used the Google Lens on my phone because I've seen spiders before, and I was like, I'm taking a poop anyway. It's like, let me research what kind of spider this is. It's like, oh, it could be 5 different kinds of spiders. I was like, it doesn't really look like any of them. So I looked up like infantile pictures of the spiders.
Yeah.
And it was a young brown recluse spider.
God.
It's like, so busted out the same Raid can for that bad boy too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You keep one near your toilet?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never pooped faster in my life.
You gotta keep one in every room now.
Yeah, I didn't even wipe, dude. I was just like, get this out of here. Let me spray, and then I'll take care of the wipe afterwards.
My neighbor of my grandma's got bit by a brown recluse, and his arm blew up like a balloon. I mean, it was really bad.
And the thing is, I've been here 4 months now, and I still have not established a primary care physician or an emergency room I want to go to.
You haven't gotten bit by a spider yet, though.
No, exactly. I'm sure in my time of need, my time of desperation, I'll find it really quick. But other than that,
gotta wait till
it's been terrifying. Yeah. So those are some of my adventures here. Yeah.
That is as much as winter sucks, winter also kills a lot of bugs.
It does, yeah.
Bugs so.
It just moves them inside.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I guess these palmetto bugs like humidity, and I guess maybe it was a dry day or something, and they wanted to come in where it was nice and moist. And I try to keep it moist in here.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta keep it nice and moist. So, I like it. Well, that's scary, Trev. But thank you for sharing. And
yeah, you better move again.
Yeah. Well, I almost met up with your parents this week.
Yes.
And they're going to a Grateful Dead. Not Grateful Dead, Dead and Company show.
Dead and Company, yeah. I always say Grateful Dead too.
Their final tour. Yeah, their final tour. And I was going to meet up with your parents, but I guess it's on a weekday and it's a 4-hour drive away from me. So I couldn't make it happen.
Yes. Yeah.
But then your dad torched me. I told him, I was like, hey, I won't be able to make it. Unfortunately, it's on a weekday and it's like a 4-hour drive away. And he goes, yeah, well, maybe you'll catch the next farewell tour. I was like, okay. Okay, dude. So next time I see your dad, he's catching his hands. That's for sure.
Nice. Well, to be fair, how many times have I heard that somebody's on a farewell tour and it's not the end tour? To be fair, these guys are very old, with the exception of John Mayer. But the rest of the actual original band members are very old. So this actually could be their last tour. But classically,
I would more go to see John Mayer than some old guys.
Yeah, you can go for both.
I would go for the experience.
I don't
know anything
for the
about
John Mayer parts. Yeah. I would watch him, and then some other guy would start singing, and I'd do this. I'd put my fingers in my ears.
He mostly just plays guitar. He does singing as well, but a lot of the songs are just kind of musical.
Body is a wonderland.
He doesn't. Yeah, typically doesn't do that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steed. Steed, you said you had a long segment you want to get to?
Yeah, you want to jump into it?
Yeah, I do.
Alrighty. So this segment this was a really tough one to do because it involves penises.
I don't want to see your penis.
Not just any
subject.
penis, but the penis of Christ.
Oh my goodness.
The penis of Jesus.
All
right.
I was going to send this episode to my pastor, but I guess we're not doing that anymore.
Well, no, you'd actually get excommunicated.
Okay.
So, I bet you're wondering the same thing that I was. What the hell happened to Jesus's foreskin?
Oh my God.
Is this an actual question people are asking on the?
Oh no, this is history. This is like a real historical thing.
Oh, this is like a actually written about thing. This is not a conspiracy.
No, this is like a thing that is a thing. So okay. Jesus, he got circumcised 8 days when he was 8 days old, as God wanted.
As customs, yes.
Yeah. Then they gave him his name, Jesus. They waited till they cut the tip of his penis off.
Oh my God.
Like, all right, we'll call him Jesus. So, Jesus's foreskin, right? It gets off his body. Then he does his whole thing where he goes into the cave, then sunbeamed up. But what was he missing?
Wait. There's years go by between this, Steed, right? You're
His mom kept it. His mom kept it.
Okay.
According to what?
That's the leading theory.
I was going to say, you just keep it in a box. Why would you keep? I don't think I have mine anywhere.
Somebody
Mine's
did.
not in a safe deposit box.
We'll get to the safekeeping of this, and it's very lackluster. So he gets circumcised. The word is that his mom kept it. And then, it kind of disappears through history, right? Until in 799 AD.
Okay.
You ever heard of King Charlemagne?
Yes.
I've heard of him. Don't know anything about him.
I know some about him.
I know Charlemagne the God, famous rapper.
Yeah, well, did you know that Charlemagne gifted Jesus's foreskin to Pope Leo III in 799 AD?
Did
you know that? Did you know that about King Charlemagne?
I did not.
No, I did not.
Because he did. So that we found it. We got the foreskin back, right? It was gone for a while. Charlemagne had it. He gave it to the Vatican. So then it's in the Vatican. And while it's in the Vatican, one lady wore it as a ring. Because she was married to Christ, bro. And that symbolized it. Like she was married to Christ, wear the foreskin as a ring.
Was it like attached to the top of a gold ring, or like it was the amount? It was the size where it fit around.
It was
like
huge. It was a normal ring, like a wedding ring, and I think she just like rolled it up on there, probably.
Gross.
Because it probably had a lot of time to like stretch.
Okay.
I think this would be dried, Steve. Dried. You don't think?
Well, here's the
like
thing.
Jerky?
It would take a lot of moisture on, because the only way to tell if it was Christ's foreskin is to nibble it. You got to chew it.
Oh my God, dude.
Who said that?
I haven't eaten dinner yet. Okay.
The priest. There was priests. There was specific priests that would do this.
I don't know.
They were called. What were they called? I got it. It's a funny Italian word. They were called croc precipices, and I think precipice means foreskin.
Precipice. I've heard that word before.
No,
I don't know what that means. So
I think there's other.
Prepuce. Croc prepuce. So it was French.
Oh, it is. Yeah, technical term for foreskin.
Yeah.
Huh.
So they were. Something. I don't know, what does croak mean. I've heard that in like cooking.
Died. Oh, I thought croque died.
No,
like he croaked.
No, the French version.
Croquet.
A croque monsieur.
Yeah, what is
a hot sandwich made with ham and cheese?
I don't know where the foreskin gets into that, but
croque means crunchy bite.
Oh God,
geez, dude.
Oh,
this is gross.
All right, well, they called it crunchy bite foreskin. That's what they called the guys that were like assigned, because there was a lot of fakes floating around. Once people like got this idea, they're like, "Hey, I got the foreskin. Why don't you come and see and like pay me money to see the foreskin?" Because it did have powers. It could do like cure male impotence, increase endowment, so like it can make your ween a little bit bigger. It's a holy foreskin. It's got some magic powers. So yeah, you had the lady wearing it as a ring, and then it got stolen for Probably not the first time, not the last time. 1422, Henry V. I don't think he was the guy that was the head chopper offer, but Henry V. He stole the foreskin because he wanted it to cure his wife's infertility. And guess what? That shit worked, baby. That shit worked, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
so then Henry VI was born, and I think he was the head chopper offer guy. So it may have been like a cursed foreskin, like it might have not been Jesus's, but whatever foreskin they had, it had some powers because it worked.
Got it.
So they're chopping off all kinds of heads, huh?
So yeah, it stayed there in Rome until the sacking of Rome in 1527. And during that sacking, half the population of Rome died. Relics got scattered,
Oh, yeah.
They're grabbing everything. And I guess somebody like grabbed a bag because they would keep it in like a leather bag. And then they probably like rode down the road and they were like, what the hell is this? And like chucked it out the window.
Okay.
And then everyone's like pissed. They're like, where'd Jesus' foreskin go?
Yeah.
What the hell? Vandals or Goths or whoever.
Yeah.
And then 30 years later, they find it.
What? How did they know it was his?
Well, they know it's not some random homeless guy's foreskin, dude.
They had the guy. It was found 30 years later in Calcutta, just north of Rome. So, I'm assuming guy's riding his horse. He's like checking out what he looted. And then he's like, ew, gross. Not knowing it was JC's, chucks it out the window. And, somebody finds it 30 years later. Then these guys, they're pumped. This little village, they are pumped. They have
a parade.
They have a parade every year, yearly parade for. This is
the foreskin parade.
1527, so 1560 up to 1983.
No shot.
They have a
300 years.
parade. They have a parade, and it said the priest just holds it up high, like he's got that thing. He's proud, baby. I got the foreskin. I got it, baby. So he's pumped. But then in 1900, Pope Leo the 13th, 10 Pope Leos after the original foreskin receiver, he bans anyone from writing or talking about Jesus's foreskin. He said, you'll be excommunicated. So right now, hope you guys aren't Catholic because you're excommunicated.
We're speaking about it. Jeez.
I am. And so, that's would have been good to know ahead of time.
You're in a different church. You're in the church of four pillars.
We won't air this, I guess.
Yes.
No, it's too late. God knows.
That's fair.
So, you can't. But there was a caveat. He said they can still do the parade.
Okay. So that's the only
parade, but don't speak about it. We don't know what the parade is for. So just have a parade.
But
they
have it still at that point, Steve? They have it still?
Yeah, they're still doing. When he banned it in 1900, they're still doing the parade. They were doing the parade up until 1983.
Yeah, but they had it the whole time.
They had the foreskin.
Yeah.
So that's like a big reign of foreskin domination right there.
Yeah.
Like didn't lose it once.
Yeah.
Impressive, honestly.
It is. And then in 1983, shit gets stole again.
No.
It gets stole again. So it's up for debate if it got stolen, if it got sold, if the Vatican stole it, black market, whatever. But the guy, the priest, something Magnoni, he was keeping Jesus's foreskin in a shoebox in his closet.
That's
oh
gross,
no!
Dude. Like no ceiling or anything like that.
At least get a gold thing.
Get a Tupperware or something, dude.
Lock it up, dude.
What kind of shoes? I wonder. Hope it doesn't.
Right?
Lock it. Put a lock on it, you maniac. You're gonna So then everyone's like, "What the hell? Like, how'd it get stolen?" He's like, "I don't know. The shoebox in my room was gone." Then like,
oh
what?
My god, he was just. That's insane.
Yeah, so he blew it. He freaking blew it big time on the whole foreskin. Because So, some people think he stole it. Some people think the Vatican wanted it back. They're like, get this. We want this shit.
Yeah.
Some people think Satanists were involved. I'm in on the black market theory.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make ends meet.
Dude,
that's right.
That's how much would you pay for that?
I would actually someone would have to pay me to take it, if we're being honest.
That would be a really cool conversation.
The only reason I would buy it was so I could resell it at a profit. Like a house flipper, I'd flip the foreskin.
I'd probably top it at like 500.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's probably about where I'd go to.
If I could chew it first.
Oh my God.
Sure that just to make sure that it was authentic.
No.
Yeah. No, I'd need to. I would need to chew it. I would need to chew it.
I don't think they'll allow it. I don't think they'll allow it.
Yeah. So while researching this, I came across a nun. Or she was like a nun. She called herself a saint, but she wasn't really a saint. And she had a very interesting foreskin experience. This is what was wrote about her experience. I'm going to dictate this. This might be, it's a little long, but I think it's worth it.
Okay.
Crying and with compassion, she began to think about the foreskin of Christ, where it may be located after his resurrection. That's in quotes, parentheses, whatever. And behold, soon she felt with the greatest sweetness on her tongue a little piece of skin, alike the skin in an egg, which she swallowed. After she had swallowed it, she again felt a little skin on her tongue with sweetness as before, and again she swallowed it. As this happened to her about 100 times. And when she felt it so frequently, she was tempted to touch it with her finger. And when she wanted to do so, that little skin went down her throat on its own.
Oh no.
This is
so
what is this from, Steve? What's the story from?
Why?
I don't know. Let me I can look it up. I was looking up DeAndre Hopkins, see if he got signed by the Bills, but
did he?
No, I hope so.
I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy.
She was alive. Wait. They published a transcript in 1731.
Okay, this
was a long time ago.
My biggest thing is so there was this 800-year gap between when people when Jesus died and then the next time somebody claimed to have had it.
Charlemagne got it.
Yeah, 800 years after.
Intriguing.
Yeah, Charlemagne got it 800 years later.
But there's no talk of how he got it or
I don't know. It might have to. That's what everybody knows. All right, everybody knows Charlemagne had the foreskin.
I know, but I'm just wondering how who was tracking it this whole time. To make that claim is quite a statement, and for that thing to exist for that long is pretty insane.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Since it was from Jesus, his body is incorruptible and it won't decay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that solved that question for you. What else you got?
That was my only question. So I think
there was a league of guys trained father to son, passed down the knowledge of chewing it through generations. Should it ever be stolen or something? And then, when Charlemagne passed it on, they had a couple guys chew it, gave it to the Pope. It was the legit one. And then some idiot kept it in a shoebox.
Yeah.
And it was lost. Well, maybe not lost forever, but it is gone
for a while. Yeah. I wish my dad would have taught me that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would have kept mine for sure.
Yeah.
Toenails, fingernails, earwax, all of
it's kind of sad. It's there's so many traditions that are kind of lost through generations and through ages. And that was such a skill that people had for such a long time, being able to chew that and kind of know what it was. And now,
whose it was. And it is tough because before today, I didn't even know about that skill. I didn't even know I could have been learning that.
I want my umbilical cord back now that I think about it.
Well, if you were special, your mom would have kept it probably.
Evidently, I'm not. Maybe Charlemagne will find it in 700 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe, I want somebody to claim that they have found my umbilical cord at some point.
So the last piece of the puzzle might be that his foreskin isn't on Earth, because when Big JC went up on Easter or after, his foreskin created the rings of Saturn.
That's a theory?
I want to say I've heard that.
That's
before.
a theory.
I want to say I've heard that before.
That is an actual theory. The rings of Saturn.
That makes sense, dude.
And
Everything checks out.
I saw an Instagram post from NASA literally today that showed like one of its moons spewing water out and like helping form the rings of Saturn. And I looked at that and I was like, no fucking
There's
way.
no
dude.
way that's real. No.
I was like, that's
No
a
way I'm buying
foreskin.
that.
That is a foreskin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys do want, I'll share my screen for a sec.
Yeah, I think I might have to give you permission. Give me
And
a
then
sec.
you guys can, well, you might have to black this part on YouTube because it is Abraham circumcising himself.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to see that. I actually don't know if I'll ever want to have this conversation again.
There we go.
It looks like he's slicing a carrot, dude.
Really? I did not think that's how you do it. Like the grip of the knife.
No, he's slicing a carrot, my guy.
No, I thought you'd maybe use like how I just carved my toe. I figured I'd use, the tip of it and like
Just
carefully
scissors.
craft it. This dude's just like shucking corn.
Yeah,
A
no.
knife. And this angel's like, yep.
She's like,
Do it,
would you
brother.
look at that?
Do it.
No,
Come
I
on.
don't like
Come
the
on,
point.
man.
So for those that can't see that aren't watching this on YouTube, and yeah, we're probably not.
This
so
might-
probably,
I don't know.
It probably won't be allowed on YouTube, but
It's a
basically
painting.
he's this angel's pointing at him, and this is pretty graphic. It's a painting still, and you can tell it's old, but I don't need to see it.
It's a nice painting. Let me see if I
It
can
is
zoom
nice.
in.
I mean, would I hang it in my place? Probably not.
I might. So I offered. All right. We can switch gears from this talk. I went to I was doing work at this guy's like garage thing. How do I stop? We don't have to look at that anymore.
Thank you.
And he was like a played against sports guy. So he had like all this old sporting equipment, and he had a poster, like framed poster of Marilyn Monroe bench pressing. Like 2 5-pound dumbbells.
That's
and I was
nice.
like,
I want it.
yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
want to buy that. So I'm like, hey, what do you do with all this stuff? He's like, oh, I used to do played against sports, sold it. Everything in here is for sale. And I'm like, oh, how much do you want for that? He's like, I think I might keep that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so nothing in here is for sale,
Yeah.
you hoarder.
I'll share my screen right now. This is the picture you're talking about, Steve.
Yeah, he had that that framed.
That's
and I was
sick.
like, yeah, and I was like, man, that would get me so like aroused. Ooh, look at that one. Click the one in the middle. Yeah, click that one. Nice.
Barbell. Yeah, these are not a lot of weights.
No, but it would make me feel so strong when I'm like putting up numbers and I look up.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe's looking back at me like, you're so strong.
You're doing more weight than I am.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just have
God.
to. Maybe Chubstep fan will send me it. I don't
Yes,
know.
somebody sent Steed that.
If you can, I'm
Just
googling it. I'm ordering it right now on Amazon.
We haven't done in a while, like years, an erotic calendar.
That's a good point. Good point. We could recreate
Yeah.
scenes throughout history, Trevor.
Yes. Yep.
Including that one, and do a side by side for each picture.
Yep.
Well, what I wanted to do was a working men of Toter Ball calendar, and it's
Ooh, I
like,
do
this
like that.
office environments, erotic office environments. So maybe somebody's like filing papers, but
Dude,
they
that's so
happen to
hot.
be fully nude.
I'm sweating thinking about it.
AC,
that
and the
is good.
caption says like AC broke again.
Nice. All right, Trevor, while you're on, I want to make sure you get to your topic. So what else you got?
Just a couple other things. Not
Yeah.
all of them are priorities, but
No,
Do you guys-
they all are. They all are.
do you guys have an app on your phone that you don't think anybody else has, but you love it?
That nobody else has? There's no way nobody else has what I have.
Well, nobody, no, like none of your friends have. Like that
I have
you've
a
never talked about.
calculator app.
That seems. I feel like that's a common. That's a pretty
It's a
common.
fairly common one. Steve.
You
Yeah.
guys have that? You have that one?
Let me check.
Do you guys have Lyft?
I do have both of
Yeah,
those.
let's
yeah,
not go
yeah.
through all of them.
Anyways,
No, I'm looking through, Trev. I don't any of the ones that I use a lot. I don't think
I'm the only one that has it, like of my friends.
I've become overly obsessive with a free flight tracking app.
Okay.
Oh, you track Elon Musk's plane, don't you?
Yeah, well, like, so I have a
yeah, I mean,
well, yeah, who wouldn't? I have a small airport near me, and like every time I can, like pretty close, like 10 minutes away. So every time I can hear planes taking off, I'm like, oh, curiosity, wonder where it's going. And you can click on it and you can see its starting destination and its end destination and the type of plane it is and what company it's for. And it includes helicopters too. So like I was messing around in Louisiana, and I guess there's a Coast Guard base there. So I was watching all the Coast Guard choppers go around. But the point is, almost every morning, there's a small private jet that takes off with no call tag, no registered destination or takeoff point, and it goes to Mexico and back almost every day. So like, and it, like I said, it doesn't have the destination listed. So I literally need to like watch it on my phone for like 2.5 hours to make sure it's still going to Mexico.
Does it go to the same spot in Mexico?
Yeah, it goes like just outside Mexico City. Like not even like a pop destination, not like Cancun or anything like that.
Oh my God.
So it's so bizarre to me.
Does it say what type of plane it is?
Yes, it's a
like a prop plane, or is it a jet plane?
I think it's a jet plane.
Okay.
Hold on. It's 2000 EX is the name of the plane, but I can't remember the actual like model, or not the model.
That's a jet plane.
It's a Dassault Falcon 2000 EX.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a fancy plane.
Yeah, that's a nice business class plane.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So I've gotten obsessive with that. So like every time I like, and like it's cool too, because they have like an augmented reality, so you could go in said cockpit of the plane and kind of see the ground from where it's from.
Yeah.
You can what else can you do? Oh, you can point up at the sky and it'll track the plane that's overhead of you. And this is a free app too, which is shocking to me.
Okay.
You should go to the airport at the time they take off with binoculars and see what the deal is.
Right? I mean, it's the same thing every morning. So
if you know every morning, Trevor, you do some research on this.
It's 10 minutes away, dude.
Might be something wide open.
Next time I have a morning work flight, I'm going to get there early and try and track this puppy down.
That's right. I like it.
But for anybody who's interested, it's Flight Radar 24. And they did not pay me to plug them.
24.
Yeah.
Free app.
Free app.
Free app, $100.
Yep. So they do have like a paywall for other features, but their features I'm not interested in. So it's fine.
Okay. You can't track this. You can't get the name of the pilot.
No. So, I mean, there's no way of me knowing which one's like Elon's jet or anything like that.
Yeah.
Unless you kind of know his airport and habits, but it's very cool nonetheless. So that's been fun.
Awesome. Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, no problem.
Enlightening us.
I'm enlightened.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Like you, limited time item menus, LTMs.
Yes. LTOs.
Limited
time offers.
Limited time offer. Thank you, dude. I'm out of it. Have always intrigued me. So the other day my supermarkets here are not as variety filled as the Chicago supermarkets were. Gotcha. So I missed that a little bit.
You just have beans.
Yeah. Right. Straight from a can, dude. I just throw them in the microwave until it pops. But I found Philly cheesesteak Pringles the other day.
Ugh.
And my curiosity got the best of me. And I don't know if I'm going to finish the can. So
oh God, not great.
I don't think you have to.
They taste just like green bell peppers, which is not bad, but it's a weird flavor for a potato chip.
That's not what I want in my chip.
No. But I mean, I've had a lot of Pringles varieties. I had the Wendy's Baconator one, chili cheese dog. I've had some weird ones for sure.
Here's the thing about all these LTOs and all these kind of like one-off flavors. I get maybe they're just meant to be like a temporary. Okay, that's like the curiosity, right? You're talking like I get that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get something.
Rotisserie chicken was another one.
Rotisserie chicken.
Yes.
So they just do these kind of limited runs to like, but they're never a flavor that somebody wants to buy more than once typically, right? I feel like any of these ones that I've tried, I'm never like, oh, I need to get that again.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one recurring. Like I've never seen one come back due to high demand. So.
Yeah, but I guess it's just like, hey, try to get them before they realize this isn't that great.
Yeah,
and then we'll get some money from you.
Well, I mean, they get me every time. That's a Pringle I haven't seen before. So
yeah,
so but that's that. And then I also had, which I guess they've been around for a while. I just tried them though.
Yeah,
caramel bugles.
Caramel bugles. Oh, interesting. Well, you know what?
No. Hear me out on that. It's sweet and salty, dude. You've had sweet and salty snacks
with
before.
the original flavor. I like it. I appreciate it.
I actually, it's a good. It's not like a lunchtime snack. It's a like middle of the day treat, more of a thing. It's a lot of caramel. So,
that's an illegal.
No.
Snack.
That's a solid snack. I vouch for that.
I'm disvouching it.
You talked about foreskins for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
eating them.
The people needed to know. I'd rather chew a foreskin.
No.
Than eat a bugle with like sandalwood on it. I don't know. I can't even fathom what you guys are trying to eat.
I'll eat anything once except for Jesus's foreskin. So
you don't eat it; you chew it. God, you guys don't get it.
I don't get it.
All right. While we're all here, I wanted to do Nava put together this fantastic best sports movie of all time.
Oh yeah, we took a month-long break on that.
And we got to the final two and then took a month-long break. We got through the first section quite a bit, but then we had a lot of like guests and stuff like that. It messed up the timing of things. And I wanted to make sure I had enough votes on the for people that are voting on this online for the users. But we basically came down. This is where it was a little controversial. It was Dodgeball is definitely in the finals, and then there was a controversial kind of tie between Miracle and Happy Gilmore, where Steed voted for Miracle.
Jay didn't let me vote,
and I voted for Happy Gilmore, and then I texted Nava. He said Miracle.
Did you see what I voted for today?
No,
I also voted for Miracle.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so Miracle went on. That's fine. Miracle went on.
Yeah.
But now it's between Dodgeball
and Miracle.
So do you want comedy or do you want feel good story? That's the thing.
Overall,
what's a better? The question is just what's a better sports movie? If somebody had never seen the movie before, and you said, "Hey, I want you to watch this sports movie. It's about a sport, but it's also a good movie." What is the movie you would have them watch?
Miracle, because it's real life, dude. It's based on a true story.
That never happened.
You never happened.
They can fake the moon landing, but they can't fake beating Russians in hockey.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They can't fake that.
So Trevor would go Miracle.
Yeah.
Steve, where would you go?
Dodgeball.
Yeah. Here's my problem. I'd also go Dodgeball. I would. And the audience vote is also Dodgeball over Miracle.
Guess what I'm going to watch more than once in my whole life? Dodgeball.
Yeah, Trevor, how many times are you watching Miracle? Honestly,
that's fair. I would watch Dodgeball more, but I think Miracle's a better sports movie.
That's okay. That's a fair statement. There are movies that I like a lot that I don't need to watch more than once.
One of my favorite movies is White Men Can't Jump. Would I say a good sports movie? No.
That's a good sports movie.
Why isn't that in the finals? Where is that in the bracket?
I don't think it was in the bracket.
That's what I'm saying.
That is big time on Nava. That would have been up there. That might have won.
Really? Right here.
I don't know if it would have won.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Did you watch the remake?
Yeah, I watched it the other day.
How is it?
Hold on.
You don't.
Why are there so many basketballs in your room?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I
have White Men
Can't Jump basketball too.
Oh, you actually have. Nice.
Well, I forgot what you asked already because I have short-term memory issues.
How was the remake?
Oh, the remake, it was garbage, dude. Okay, it has Jack Harlow and other people I don't know. There was Clarence from 8 Mile in there.
Who's
Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
Jack Harlow's the white man now?
Yeah, he looks like what's the freaking other rapper? Lil Dicky. He looks like Lil Dicky kind of with big curly hair.
He plays Steve Johnson.
Yeah, that's his name, Steve Johnson.
Bill Murray's friend. What's Bill Murray's friend's name?
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
he plays Woody Harrelson in that movie?
It's an entirely different plot, but it has some of these same scenes. So fans of the original will recognize certain scenes, and they try to remake certain scenes to be current. I was like, I'd rather it just be a complete separate storyline.
Got it. Yeah, I see.
Did not like COVID.
Well, thank you for the review. And thank you for settling best sports movie of all time, Dodgeball. It is decided.
Okay.
It is decided, Nava. Deal with it. Here's the controversial thing about this whole thing. Dodgeball was a 9 seed coming in.
Wow.
That's not controversial. The Florida Panthers were an 8 seed, and now they're in the finals.
Miami Heat.
They went the
were an
Heat.
8 seed. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost a lot of money betting on the Celtics because my stupid brother-in-law telling me the Celtics are going to win by 10 points.
Yeah, we're gonna do this and wrap it up. Trevor, there is this thing on DraftKings where we can look at, if we're part of this group, where we can see how each other is betting. And like, so I can see how Steed is doing, and I can see how Chubstep Mike, who's been on the show, is doing in bets. And I looked recently, and Paul, your last like 15 bets have all been losses.
Oh wow, whatever. Yeah, my 15 bets have been losses. I go big. All right. You want me to win bets? I'll make freaking 1 leg parlays.
You bet on Russian ping pong for like 2 months.
It's Polish, and I still bet on that.
I saw a recent Polish ping pong bet, and he lost it too.
Yeah, because stupid Simon Radlow isn't playing anymore. He was my horse. He was the horse in the race.
What are we looking at, Steve? What are we doing?
I'm drawing something.
All right, Trevor. Where do you want people to check you out, Trevor?
Let's plug the socials a little bit. I don't really do Twitter too much, but Instagram, whatever, Trevor, WUTEVER, Trevor. Don't add me on Facebook. Some people have been adding me on Facebook that I don't know lately. And
they're trying to scam you.
Yeah. And then my personal cell phone number is no, let's let's just do the Instagram. Let's just do the Instagram. Twitter's the same as Instagram. So I have a Twitch Instagram and Twitter, and then personal Instagram and Twitter. So
Twitch it up.
Yeah.
Twitch it up.
Perfect.
Haven't streamed in a while, but maybe I'll get back to it someday.
Yeah, you never know.
Give the people what they want.
That's right. With this same background.
Yeah. This shirtless dude. I should start doing hot tub streams. That's what's hot right now.
That's right.
That's what's hot.
That's right.
I do bathtub streams because I don't have a hot tub, but it's more intimate.
Just get an inflatable hot tub, dude. That's easy.
Nah, I like holding it, above my belly, and then sometimes it slips, and then you can see my.
Nice.
New episodes every Thursday. Share the show with a friend. Email show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. The show has ended.
Thanks for having me.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.